playoff number 2 feel different than playoff number 1?
I mean, a little bit. It's always new. Obviously, every year is different. So, yeah, I think it does feel different. Obviously, we got a different team. Obviously, I'm a year older and have a little bit more experience for me personally, and so yeah, I think it feels a little different. Know a little bit more kind of what to expect to some extent, but obviously, it's always different. Everything's new.
Did you stay up and watch the games last night, or did you just follow on the phone?
We were watching a little bit of the games, but yeah, I just kind of went to bed. And I think the LA game ended up finishing pretty late, so I was already kind of in bed sleeping.
When you woke up today, what was the emotional reaction when you saw Vegas again?
I mean, I don't know, I just kind of saw it. I was like, okay, that's who we're playing. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Obviously, it's good to finally know who we're gonna play. We kind of know we've been in the playoffs for a while, and so it's kind of nice to finally know who we can dial in on. And yeah.
You know you were going to be in this situation, obviously qualifying for the playoffs a while ago, but do you look back at all to your playoff run last year, you personally, and just the experiences you took, and kind of what is your thought process entering this one now, for your second straight playoff run?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'll try to, use my experience from last year. But yeah, I think the most important thing is I think for me and I think for the team as well is not really looking, too far ahead, not worrying about what's gonna, not really worried about anything else other than getting ready for, the next game. And so right now that's game 1. And so yeah, I think the biggest thing that I kind of saw, it's easy to, look too far into things and be like, oh, if we don't win this one, then whatever. Just whatever it is. I think it's, just focus on, doing the right things every day and preparing for the next game. Yeah, obviously you need to win 4 games, and so it's so important to be ready to play every game, no matter if, you're up 3-0 in the series, down 3-0. Going into Game 7 doesn't really matter. You need to, come with that same mindset and just kind of be ready to go every day.
What conversations have you had with Logan, if any, because he's obviously getting ready for his first NHL playoff experience?
Not a whole lot yet. I think obviously maybe talk about it a little bit, but I think he's obviously, he's smart. He knows he'll do a good job. But yeah, I think when he already kind of asked me about Vegas a little bit, just because he hasn't played a lot of teams yet, and just kind of getting to know a little bit what they're like. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure we'll have some conversations in the future. Still pretty fresh with kind of who we're playing.
How do you guys plan to be physical this time around against Vegas? Because last time it was pretty physical.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're a big team. We're a big team. We got some big bodies, and yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is just doing the things we do. That'll make us successful. I think we don't really need to, really change our game a whole lot. Depending on who we're playing, I think it's just kind of focusing on what we're doing. And not, maybe chasing around, kind of looking for hits or anything like that. I think that's not our game. I think we, just play hockey, and obviously playoffs is a lot more physical and, a lot more intense, which kind of brings in that physicality and stuff like that. But, yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is just doing the things that make us successful.